All right, welcome to another episode of Keepers of the Gloom. I'm Kyle Tucker, 35 Chop. My guest today is
Jonathan Root, 42, Mountain Mama.
Mountain Mama. All right, Mountain Mama, let's start with some quick hits. Where were you born?
Charleston, West Virginia.
West Virginia, no surprise. What do you do for mammon or work?
I'm a banker, so I'm the chief deposit officer for Equity Bank.
Okay, good deal. Representing a local bank.
That's right.
What is your home AO?
Fortress.
Fortress, okay. And your home region?
Yeah, Wichita.
Wichita, baby, yeah. We're about to go get cafeteria. What's your go-to cafeteria drink?
I'm pretty plain. I just drink coffee with cream.
Coffee with cream?
That's it.
Okay. Do you like flavored coffees at all?
No flavored at all,
No
just
flavor?
plain. I
Just
can
plain
drink black
straight-
if
okay.
no cream available.
Okay, all right, good deal. Do you have a flavored creamer that you prefer?
No flavor, just regular creamer.
Just regular creamer. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. When you lead a workout, what is your go-to exercise that you always got to do?
So I've only had one cue so far,
Okay.
and we did. Even though I hate them, I like to go for an Indian run.
Okay. There you go. So give me something different then for the most dreaded exercise when someone calls it out that you're just like, oh no.
I think you got to go with a burpee.
A burpee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. That's why we clarified, made sure the workout was over before
That's
we
right.
we made our
I was
disclaimer
not
today.
looking forward to that.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna do it, and then it just never happened. Okay, let's talk about your journey. How did you hear about F3?
So Coxon actually posted on the Boomer's HOA Facebook page.
Okay.
So Boomer kind of got involved and drugged me on his very first day as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
you
we
guys
worked
started
together. Yeah, we worked together. So we both came out in February.
Okay, cool. That's an interesting invite then. What did you think? So as Boomer's kind of telling you about a Facebook post from a guy he knows that you have no clue about, what did you think about F3?
I had
before you
no
came out?
clue what to expect. I did a little research and saw there's a lot of them. I'd never heard of it before.
Okay.
So the first day was rough. It was freezing cold, and it was rough. And I think I told him that he made me join a cult, and I didn't want to do it anymore. But I haven't stopped coming since. So really enjoy it.
There you go. That's fun. We have the fire department showing up at school right now, literally turning in.
The workout was on
I
fire.
wonder if it's Pringles. That would be hilarious if it is Pringles. Maybe it's a test.
It is.
We'll see. Okay. They're just checking it. This is the fun stuff. We'll do it live.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Do you remember? So you obviously remember some parts about it. What was what the first beatdown actually was? Like, do you remember what you did?
Yeah, we did a lot of. It was coupons on the first day, and I did get heads up to bring gloves, so that was nice. So we did a lot of 10-yard line, 10 reps, 20-yard line, 10 reps of curls for the girls and shoulder presses, and again we had Indian runs on the first day.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a good workout. I can't remember who cued. I can't remember that.
Yeah. Good deal. Good deal. So how long have you been a part of F3?
So February.
Since February.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So put that in context for us. That's about what is it?
5 months.
5 months.
5 months.
5 months. Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. We're really gonna test the noise quality on these mics today.
That's
maybe.
right.
Oh man. Okay. Why not? How would you describe your fitness routine before F3?
So not good at first. So about a year ago, I kind of got back into it and started going to the Y regularly. Well, let me go back. So I had probably about 5 years with little to no exercise. And then when we moved to Wichita in 21, I started at the Andover Y before the tornado.
Yeah.
So then I got knocked out of that routine for a while, and I started about 6 months before F3, going back to the Y regularly.
Yeah.
So probably about a 5-year gap without a lot.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you describe your F3 journey in the last 5 months?
Yeah, it's been amazing. So feel 100 times better than I felt in a lot of years. Slimmed down, and just if I don't wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I feel bad.
Yeah.
So I've kind of gotten used to that, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Been very few days that I've not gone somewhere and exercised since I started.
Yeah. Very, very, very good word. So how did you get your F3 name?
Well, obviously West Virginia. It didn't take long to to announce it. As soon as I mentioned that in the group that day, Mountain Mama came on pretty quick.
I'm trying to think. So we haven't asked that question to everybody, but that one I think is probably the easiest answer I've ever had to that
It's pretty simple.
Yeah,
pretty simple.
So for you, we talk about F3 means believing in something, or third F means believing in something bigger than yourself. What does that mean for you?
Yeah, so I grew up in a very Christian household.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a pastor. My uncle's the pastor of the church that I grew up in. Now my dad's and my mom are heavily involved in the church, so I've always grew up with a Christian background. I try to live my life that way. So I know F3 is not a Christian organization, but I appreciate that we incorporate Christian values, and it means a lot to me to be surrounded by a lot of like-minded guys and be able to talk about things like today when I requested prayer for my dad.
Yeah,
it means a lot.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's talk some highlights. What's been your favorite F3 moment so far?
It's probably not an F3. It's frisbee. So I love playing frisbee on Mondays.
Man, yes.
So that's probably one of my favorite days is getting to go out and I'm very competitive, so I like playing with the guys.
Okay.
It's a good day.
So you talked about 5 years off, and now you're 5 months into your journey. Have you seen any health benefits in that time?
Absolutely. I've dropped a couple pant sizes. I feel better. So I think I started at a 34. I'm down to a 32. I feel a lot better. Stamina's better.
Yeah.
My wife and kids even talk about how they can notice that I feel better and in better shape.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What about, so we talk about one of the reasons F3 got started was to battle that middle-aged male loneliness part. What about that mental health piece?
Absolutely.
How's that improved?
It's been moving. So my family and I moved from West Virginia to Ohio to Wichita in a matter of 3 years. So you leave behind everybody that you've ever made a relationship with. So for a long time, outside of the folks at work, didn't really get to know people that well if you don't put yourself out there.
Yeah.
So mentally, it's amazing. I'm glad Boomer, got a relationship with Boomer, and then he got me involved with you guys, and then meeting and having guys to call and do things with has been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's been your most, aside from your first one that you already talked about a little bit, like twice, what's been your most memorable beatdown and why?
Yeah, I think just here a couple of Wednesdays ago, it was a very difficult beatdown for me. It had some exercises that challenged me a lot. We did a partner carry, and you were there, and we did a lot of 100-yard crawls with a coupon. I think you led. Yeah, that was probably the hardest one I've ever done, and it really challenged me. And I didn't think I could do a lot of the things that we did that day, and I was proud that I pushed through.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
I hated you for it.
You're not the first. You won't be the last that says that.
It was a good one.
So other than that example, who's a Q that's always got a good push to their beatdowns?
Man, everybody has a good push. I think Heisenberg that leads here seems to always have a very difficult beatdown.
Yep.
So I always look forward to Wednesdays because I'm normally at Fortress.
Yeah.
They're great there too, but man, he always seems to take it to another level.
That's great. So what keeps you coming back day after day? I mean, you talked about how it just doesn't feel right anymore, not getting up at 5 in the morning and working out, but what keeps you coming back?
At work and in life, we talk a lot about accountability.
Yeah.
And it's and Boomer and I talk about it every day at work, that we hold each other accountable to being here. And even on off days that we do a different exercise when we might not be here, we send a picture to each other to make sure that we're actually where we say we're going to be. Yeah. So it's the accountability of disappointing you guys and not being there, honestly, is what keeps me coming back.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great, man, we need more guys doing that in the region. Challenge has been laid down.
That's right.
Okay. We have that expression, him, right, that we use amongst F3, just stands for high impact man, right? Really, every man is a him, right?
That's right.
It's the actions that you take, it's the decisions you make that determine whether you're have a positive high impact or a negative high impact. As you look across the region, you come here to Sparta, you go to Fortress, you've probably been to some others, you're going to check out Hornet this Saturday.
That's right. That's
for the first time. As you think about the region, when I say high impact man, what's a guy or two that comes to mind?
Yeah, I mean, you. I see you as a high impact man. I see there's so many of us, man. It's really hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
I say Boomer a lot because he's my F3 dad. I mean, I see him as one. There's just so many. I don't know that I can name one. You know, all the guys that we work out with day in and day out. I just appreciate everybody.
Good. All right, so close us out with this one. In a few sentences, why is F3 so special to you?
Yeah, I mean, I love the mission of F3, and I think that's one of the reasons I come back. For fellowship, fitness, faith, all of it is just a way to get us to push and help each other and be there for each other. And it's a community of like-minded guys that are, just trying to live life, right?
Yeah.
And I love the accountability and the camaraderie that it brings.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, we appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
He's a high-impact stud.
That's right.
When it does come to frisbee.
That's right.
You can always count on him to catch the pass.
No.
Or be there.
No.
All right. No, appreciate the time, brother.
Thanks,
This has been another episode of Keepers of the Gloom. To learn more, visit f3wichita.com.